Hello. Now we will be talking about how to create news content and RSS feeds out of the air. Effectively, not out of the air, but from surrounding internet environment. So we will be doing it using our Aigents.com project, and on the Aigents section of the site you can see information about our project, about our technology, but that's not interesting now. So let's see how we can create news feeds and how we can move these news feeds right to the RSS feeds. So the first thing that we have to do, we need to do registration and login. So we can do that using social networks like Google Plus or Facebook, but now I'm going to log in using email. And by the way, here is my email, so if any questions, just email me and we'll have interesting discussion. Now I need to enter my password. So finally we are in and we see the news feed. But let's see where this news feed is coming from. The first thing that I need to configure the list of my topics that are interesting to me. So in this example, we will be considering AI and blockchain and something about AI and blockchain. So artificial intelligence and distributed ledger used to store data consumed by that artificial intelligence. Each topic can be described as a single keyword or a sequence of words like Google Brain, IBM Watson, Knowledge Graph, etc. Or it can be association of words like ICO or blockchain. Or it could be association of words and ordered sequences. Like here we have chatbot, then chatbot as two separate words, or just a bot, 3 options. Or here we have ordered sequence of association of words, either personal or intelligent or smart, and then assistant. So personal assistant, intelligent assistant, smart assistant would fit this topic. And another example, just ordered sequence of two associations, alternative associations of words like Google and say IBM, Apple, Baidu did something or do something. So that's a combination that we're interested about. And by the way, I can create new topics like I'm interested about, let's say, Baidu. Or if I'm not interested about it for a given moment of time, I can just remove the check mark and it stays here, but it won't be monitored for the news for the time being. But if I want to have this monitored, then again I check the box and now it is in the scope of my monitoring. And if I am not interested, I just remove it. So actually it is already here as alternative to Apple, IBM and Google. So that's actually one topic, like one large company said or did something. And by the way, the interesting kind of pattern here is that you can actually do entity extraction. So if you describe what we call variables like buyer or subject, and then there is a pattern, then actually system can extract the value of buyer and value of subject associated with the action. Like buyer is who is buying and subject is subject of purchase deal. So let's move forward. Besides topics, we have sites. So here is the list of sites that we are looking for in order to create news that we need. So in this example, the list contains some sites that collect information about AI, like Fast Company or MIT, site section dedicated to artificial intelligence, or let's say Scoop, global brain section of it. Also, there are a lot of sites about startups and new coming companies that work in the area of artificial intelligence and blockchain. So we are actually going to monitor all developments and news and information events reflected on the sites of these startups in blockchain and AI area. And as usual, I can have more than I need at the moment, like the sites with checkboxes are being monitored right now, but the sites without of checkboxes are not monitored right now. And also you see the bars, blue bars, you also have blue bars for topics, and the width of blue bar indicates to which extent the topic is important to me at the moment. And the importance of the topic is learned by system in the course of operation. We'll see how it's been done later. Right now, all we can see that Google Brain, deep learning are not interested into me, and AGI and artificial intelligence topic is the most interesting to me. Also for sites, you can figure out that MIT news are important to me, and everything about Singularity.net startup is very important to me because of the reason. And scrolling down, I can figure out that there is a site, usatoday.com, and the blue bar is wide enough, but the site is not being monitored, so I may somehow decide that this should be important to me and put the checkbox here. Okay, now it is being monitored. And what is not interesting to me, I can actually just remove from here. Now, since I configured the topics and sites, I'm getting news. The news are getting periodically into my inbox, and I can do some configuration, like I can specify how many news I want to be receiving at the very moment, and that, let's say I'm interested about having very many news items. And also I can specify how often I want to need news to be checked, every 3 hours, every 12 hours, every 10 hours, whatever. And in the list of the news, I see the news item, I see the URL where this news item is coming from, and the time, or actually date, when the news item is appearing. And also there are blue bars, and the blue bars are indicating the extent or probability to which the news item is important to me. So the system is capable to learn in the course of operations. And the source of learning is my feedback. So let's say here is today, and here is the list of today news. And let's say some news are interesting to me and some are not. And let's say there is something about Elon Musk and I'm not interested about it. So I don't care about Elon Musk, so I just hide it. And system remembers that I didn't like this kind of thing. Still, there is something about IBM Watson, and let's say I'm fond of IBM Watson, and then I put the check here in the checkbox, and then system learns that IBM Watson is something important to me. And let's say here is something about summit about artificial intelligence, and I can also make it important to me, and these two things I don't know, so let they stay hanging here, and system may just forget about them eventually. And now, and by the way, the natural sorting order in this list is given accordingly to time. So the most recent news are on the top, and the latest news are at the bottom. And also, I can do the sorting here. So let's say I am interested about Singularity. Singularity.net. So here are all news about Singularity.net project, a lot of them. And let's say I'm interested about IBM, what we have about IBM, and what we have about Google. Nothing new, that's weird. Elon Musk, Yeah, and we have something about Elon Musk. Whatever. Now we want to have this news feed to appear in our reader, in our news reader. So we go to the chat box. Let us clean this. And let's say that we want to create area. So the area is an area of my interests. I'm saying my areas, let's say AI. So actually areas is, there could be a list of different areas of my interest like AI, music, sports, but now we want to create just one area to make things simple. My areas AI, okay. And also I want to share this area. I want that this particular area of my interest will be shared to my friends, and it will be shared with the entire world. I am saying my shares, one of my shares, AI. That's not just perfect English, but something kind of English. We call it controlled English or simplified English or pidgin English, or we call it Aigents language. So let's use Aigents language to ask agent whether it makes sense to it. What my shares? Okay, that's true. And what my areas? Okay, that's true. So now we have a RSS feed. Let's go to another browser and type the magic site name, and here we go. So aigents.com is our site. AL is that we are going to speak in Aigents language, then question mark, then RSS, space AI. So RSS is about RSS feeds, AI is about AI. Okay, and here is our feed. Now we go to our favorite RSS reader, subscribe, and add. Okay, so we now have RSS feed. That's today's news. Let's check, is it true? 1 2 3 4, and okay, today. So we have the RSS feed appearing in our news reader. And that's pretty much what I wanted to tell today. And if you need more information, just send me email. And it was a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.